everybody, Trevor here, and welcome to another Top 3 video. Last time we talked about my picks for the voices of Henry. Now this time, we'll be discussing about one of my favorite Thomas villains of all time, Diesel 10. These are my top 3 voices for the notorious character. So without wasting your more time and money, let's get this video oiled up. Number 3. Neil Crone. This guy was hired to voice Diesel 10 in Thomas Magic Railroad, and he gave him a somewhat New Jersey accent. I know I've said I didn't like him as Diesel 10, but that's mainly because Diesel 10 is a British design, not an American design. Like Kevin Frank as Henry, I think Neil Crone's take on the character should have been exclusive to the North American release of the film. Oh, and did you know that he was originally going to give Diesel 10 a Russian accent, but was turned down by the stupid test audience because they thought it would be offensive? Yeah, that's one of the only few things I agree with the soccer moms on because, as I've said, Diesel 10 is a British diesel locomotive. I personally think that the Russian accent would be more suitable for Ivan from the Great Race. And wouldn't it be interesting if Neil Crone reprised his role as Diesel 10 in the US dub of All Engines Go, since he voiced Gordon again in that reboot? Whoops, I better not give Mattel any more ideas. Number 2. Matt Wilkinson. At the end of Misty Island Rescue, we see Diesel 10 on top of a mountain looking down on the search and rescue center and says, "You'll be laughing on the other side of your boiler soon, silly steamies." That gives us a teaser for Day of the Diesels. And in Day of the Diesels, Diesel 10 was once again the main antagonist, and his new voice actor was none other than Matt Wilkinson. No offense to Neil Crone, but I consider Matt Wilkinson a slight improvement over him in terms of Diesel 10's country of origin. However, it's still not that frightening to me. In fact, it just makes him sound a little too old. But hey, at least Matt made him sound British, and that's why I consider him number 2. Now before I get to number 1, I just want to give one honorable mention. Rupert Degas, or Degas, or whatever you pronounce his last name. He was going to voice the character in the CGI series, but was replaced by Matt Wilkinson in the final cut because they thought he sounded a little too frightening for young viewers. But still, it would have been nice to hear more of Rupert's take on the character. And the number 1 spot goes to Keith Scott. Ah yes, Keith Scott, the original voice of the character in Thomas and the Magic Railroad. And in my opinion, he would have sounded perfect as Diesel 10. But no, the stupid test viewers thought he sounded too frightening for little kids. One thing I should have mentioned a long time ago was that I remember reading YouTube comments saying that they were scared of Diesel 10 when they were younger, which is quite ironic because the parents at the test screening said that PT Boomer is too frightening for young viewers, but Diesel 10 isn't. See, this is why I hate test audiences in general because they always spoil the fun and entertainment of media no matter what. Anyways, what I like about Keith Scott's Diesel 10 is that not only he gave him an upper-class English accent, but also made him sound frightening, kind of like Tim Curry does with some of his cartoon characters. Also, I've heard that there was another temporary voice actor in the unfinished work print of Thomas Magic Railroad who gave him an American accent, but I'm not so sure if that was Keith Scott or somebody else. Still, I think Keith Scott would have been perfect for the character, and that's why I consider him number 1 as the absolute best Diesel 10 voice actor ever. Now let me know in the comments section on which Diesel 10 voice actor is your favorite. Do you agree with my list, or do you have your own personal preference? This is Trevor Davis, signing off.